What's up everyone, it's Anna, also known as That Star Wars Girl, and today I'm going to be doing a reaction review to the new Wonder Woman 84 trailer. Now before I get started, I need to make an announcement again. My channel and my content are not for children, nor have they ever been. So if you are under the age of 13 years old, go away now or watch this from a grown-ups account. Alright, now let's get on to the reaction and review. Alright everyone, so I have the trailer pulled up, so let's check it out. I'm really excited. Maybe Tulip will want to watch it with me. Tulip, you want to watch this?
My life hasn't been what you probably think it has. We all have our struggles.
Have you ever been in love?
A long, long time ago. You?
So many times. Yeah. All the time.
Welcome to the future. Life is good, but it can be better. Why shouldn't it be? All you need is to want it.
Look what Wonder Woman did! Look what Wonder Woman did!
Think about finally having everything you always wanted.
Ooh.
I can see today.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
You can save the world.
Look, he came back! Tulip, he came back! He came back!
No. I take what I want in return. Everyone must see.
I know. Let's go down. Dang! I'd be like that too.
The world needs you. You know what you need to do.
So cool.
Nothing good is born from lies. And greatness is not what you think.
It's all art. That's just a trash can.
It's just a trash can. Yeah.
Modern art usually is trash, though. Let's be real. Alright. Well, that looks really good. Okay, so, just right off the bat, I need to let everyone know, I'm a huge DC fan, so I don't want to say some things about certain characters. I know people will probably Google it anyways, but, for those that aren't going to Google it, for those that don't want anything to be spoiled, if I'm not clear on certain things, it's because if you're not too familiar with a lot of the characters in, you know, the DC universe and some of the lore, you'll be surprised, and I don't want to ruin that. But, as far as with the first Wonder Woman movie, there was a twist as far as the villain. I feel, just based on certain characters, that they're going to try to do that by trying to say, hey, here's the one character that you think is going to be evil that, you know, typically isn't exactly the most trustworthy person. And, you know, there's still going to be a plot twist there. But they're going to show this other person that, you know, underdog type of thing that's going to become, or, you know, I'm assuming they're trying to lead this off with that character as, you know, this is the origin kind of thing to that character being a villain, and maybe we'll see like a little snippet of like that character becoming the villain in this, because right now from that character, the little scenes that they have, it doesn't seem like that character is the villain yet. But yeah, I'm excited to see that one plot twist with the one character that we didn't, you know, for those of you that do know, you know, we all know that characters got that one certain thing that they can do, so I'm excited to see that be shown in the movie. I'm excited. I hope that they do. I'm sure that they would do it. They wouldn't introduce that character and not do that. this little scene, let's go through. I think this is cute. Let's have a little girl talk. Let's talk about boys. All right, I think that's fine. I know that now it's a thing for psycho feminists to go through and be like, well, a woman had this many lines in this many movies, and oh my gosh, it's a sin if women talk about boys. I'm like, okay, you want to know the reality of the thing? Women do talk about boys. We talk about boys all the time. And there's nothing wrong with two girls that I'm assuming, you know, that they're kind of talking. They're like, oh, you know, well, let's talk about boys. It's fun to talk about boys. Boys are great to talk about, especially when, you know, you're freaking Wonder Woman and, you know, you get to be around gods sometimes. I mean, I want to talk about boys with Wonder Woman too. She's probably got some interesting stories. She gets to talk about, well, obviously those characters haven't been introduced yet, but the when I think of Wonder Woman, I mostly think of, you know, the animated show and, you know, in Justice League and, you know, yes, of course, this woman. But I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I know feminists will probably rip this apart because this is a conversation between two women, and of course they're talking about, you know, they're talking about boys. But I think that has to do with the fact that Steve's coming back, because we all know she's in love with Steve from the first one. Now, originally, Steve was a World War II pilot. He wasn't in World War I. But I remember when the Wonder Woman, the first one, was coming out, and they said, hey, we're going to change it because Captain America was in World War II. So they changed Wonder Woman's, that setting and everything with Steve to World War I. I was fine with that. I honestly think that, you know, World War II gets overdone sometimes in movies. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with seeing a lot about World War II, but I thought it was cool to see, you know, that version of World War One. Because honestly, you know, at least in my opinion, World War II, I feel like it's horrific, and so it makes for, you know, good villains, because that was, you know, one of the worst times in humanity's history, and, you know, you get a lot of really great villains from that because it's based on reality, and you know, it even adds more to the horror of it because that stuff was real. And so when you watch World War II stuff, it really hits you. Whereas in World War I, there's still a lot of bad stuff going on. Yeah, poisoning people with gas is not a fun time. You can go look at books like All is Quiet on the Western Front. That's, you know, you want to read a book about survival, getting stuck in a hole, fighting to the death. It's like, oh, this shit's intense, you know, all the trench foot and all that, but I feel like it always gets overshadowed, so I really liked that they did that with Wonder Woman, even though it was, you know, they changed it from the original source material. I thought it was a good change. I think that artistically, they did a good job showing that, and it was interesting to see that time period from, you know, a Wonder Woman movie. I was like, huh, this is when you do something, when you change something and you change it well. Certain franchises should take notes. But anyway, on to it. So I feel like this conversation between two girls about a boy is appropriate because it's going to foreshadow what's going to happen when Steve comes back. I'm interested to see how Steve comes back. Oh, we got a character. Again, I'm not going to talk too much about certain things because I know certain things about certain people and certain characters and certain things. So, I mean, I can make predictions, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone, so I'm just going to overlook this for a little bit. That's pretty. Pretty colors. I think, honestly, Pedro Pascal is not a blonde. Hands down to, you know, the hair and makeup people, but there's just some people that it's like, you're not meant to be a blonde. You're just not. And I can, you know, I don't like to talk about politics. I hate it. I avoid it like the plague. I feel like this is a little bit geared towards that, though. And, you know, that one scene that we saw with a, you know, a certain barrier kind of collapsing, I can laugh at political jokes. I get it, but I usually like it. I honestly prefer it when politics are left out of movies, unless it's a movie specifically about politics. And you know, I know going into it, I'm gonna watch this movie about politics. But if it's just the subliminal messaging within movies to say, oh, here's this character, it's supposed to resemble this person in real life. Sometimes, you know, and I feel like that kind of hinders the art because it's like, you don't know if this is going to be relevant in 10 years, and why wouldn't you want to make something that's going to stand, you know, the tests of time? But, maybe it's a disguise for the character, which I don't want to spoil, but I mean, the character looks very different. Yeah, I mean, it's up to you on whether or not you want to, you know, if you don't know about this already, if you want to go and, like, look it up, but I wouldn't recommend it. Be surprised, let yourself be surprised, because it's going to be awesome. But, yeah, business tycoon person, which, from this trailer, God, I don't want to say anything. Looks like it's going to be the bad guy, but, you never know. Just saying, first one, you thought a certain person was the villain, but then you got that plot twist. But, I mean, I knew the second Lupin came on screen, I was like, oh, this is the villain. I knew instantly Lupin was the villain. I knew. But, you know, plot twist, I have a feeling it's going to be the same formula in this one, just for reasons. I'm liking all of the 80s nostalgia. I'm interested to see how Steve came back. I'm really interested in that. Okay, do you want up now? You didn't want to watch the trailer, but now you want to? Yeah. Oh, you just want to kiss. Okay. She's very loving. She's very loving. She wants attention. If I don't look at her, she freaks out. Right now, if I'm holding her, it's okay. You want to watch Wonder Woman? You want to watch Wonder Woman? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I love you so much. I know you so much, my baby. This is Tulip for everyone that doesn't know. This is my baby. She's a sweet little princess. But I'm excited to see how Steve came back. It's going to be interesting. I'm happy. Look at how, you know, she's all happy. Her guy's back. I really hope he doesn't die again, or, you know, somehow, just because he's not there in, you know, the Justice League and all that, and, or, you know, in the future, I don't know. It's gonna suck to watch him die again. It's like, my heart, I'm invested. If you do this to my heart again, I'm not gonna be happy. But you never know. This thing, I mean, I guess that could be in the 80s, but I don't know. Let's talk about the crystal thing. He's holding the crystals. Oh, I went too far. People always yell at me because I use my mouse to go through scenes, but the little controllers on the emojis or on the keyboard don't really work for me sometimes. You learn a lot about a character by the stuff that they keep, you know, surrounding them. Like Wonder Woman, she's got the picture of Steve, she's got his watch, she's got, you know, little things here and here. He's got this cool looking Viking cup thing. He's got this little thing. He's got the crystals. I don't want to say too much, so I'm going to move on. All the action looks awesome. This whole fight sequence, oh my gosh, girl, get it. I don't think it's her invisible plane, but I would love to see that. I always thought that the whole concept of it was funny. Let's see. And I'm really happy to see Steve back. I'm excited. It looks like it's going to be showing her as a kid. I mean, at least with the whole running, I thought that was supposed to be like a parallel of her as a kid, or maybe it's the next generation. I like everything on the island. I think it looks great. I'm interested to see where it's going. This whole jumping over, flipping over things, I'm like, yes, get it, girl, get it. I'm excited to see it. And, I mean, she's doing it in wedges. Oh, gosh, I keep skipping too far. Where is it? Alright, let's get... Nope, I'm not... If I don't just get it on the exact shot, it's hard to get it. I can't do it on cue. Sorry, I'm not too tech savvy. Okay, so, I'm not the biggest fan of this costume. I feel like when you're gonna be fighting and you have got super, you know, powers, you know, with her little traditional Wonder Woman outfit, I'm completely fine with it. All the crazy feminists, I'm pretty sure, are not. But I feel like when you're a superhero, you need to have, you know, as much mobility as possible, and that outfit gives her a lot of mobility. Now in this one, she's got these weird shoulder pads. I don't know how that's going to help you, aside from, you know, maybe blocking swords and stuff and bullets. But you know, she's got her, oh my god, bracers. I always forget the words for that. And then, you know, this whole chest piece. Okay, usually when you're designing armor and stuff, when she can't curl her chest like this, and you know, if you are trying to move with that, they're gonna go into one another, so it's gonna cause her mobility problems. I feel like she can't turn her neck the entire way. Oh gosh, dang it. Okay, I probably won't be able to go. Okay, there we go. I got it there. These look awesome. really, really cool. I would have liked to see Hawkwoman with wings first before seeing Wonder Woman. That being said, this is really cool. What was the other thing I wanted? When I noticed, oh yeah, the modern art thing. Yeah, modern art is trash. It's very rare you'll get modern art that actually is art. I mean, modern art is one of my biggest pet peeves. Whenever you see it, it just, like, the little things, like a banana with duct tape to a wall is not worth millions of dollars, but some idiot bought it. I don't get it. I don't know if you guys saw that going around on Twitter. Okay, what else? So, one of the things that's really cool about Wonder Woman is that there's gods involved. So I'm a really big fan of mythology. I like that they brought Ares in. This whole little sequence of her lassoing the lightning, I'm just like, is Zeus coming into this? I would love to see Zeus. I would love to see who they would cast as Zeus. And for, you know, all of it coming out like this, unless this is coming from that big satellite thing and it's lightning being shot out into space instead of being shot down from the heavens, I don't know, but I would like to see more of that side of Wonder Woman. Let's look at the mythical side of Wonder Woman and all that good stuff. So when I saw this, I was like, please, 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 please bring in the other gods. I would love to see that. And with the amount that they're showing of, you know, where she's from, hopefully. I didn't like that they changed her parentage. I really didn't like that in the first movie because it's kind of a big, you know, bomb gets dropped when, you know, at least, again, I really liked watching the animated one, so when you find out, you know, that Hades is her father, and it's like, oh no, like that was a really cool plot twist that I liked, so for them changing it, I was kind of like, really? But anyway, guys, I'm really looking forward to this movie. I think it looks really good, and I'm excited to see it. Usually when, you know, I'm excited for things, I don't really like to look into spoilers. So, but that being said, I do know a lot about certain characters. I don't want to say too much to spoil it for people that aren't too familiar with it, so I'm sorry if you got frustrated with that. But, I'm excited to see it, and I'm excited to see the certain plot twist that I'm almost 99.9% sure are going to happen. But anyway, guys, I'm really looking forward to this movie, and I hope you enjoyed this little reaction review to, you know, Wonder Woman 84. So if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, that's okay too. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you click that little bell, that way you get notifications when I do other videos and live streams. Make sure it's set to all. And yeah, until next time, everyone, have a great rest of your day. And may the force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone.